Step 1. Attach strap to the Terra Toggle earth anchor. Step 2. Water jet the Terra Toggle at an angle away from the root ball. Step 3. Pull upwards on strap to set the Terra Toggle firmly beneath the soil. Step 4. Insert second Terra Toggle at the other 2x4 support. Step 5. Install 2 Terra Toggles on the opposite side. Step 6. Buckle together strap from each end of the 2x4 support. Step 7. Use the tensioner tool to fully tighten the strap and set the Terra Toggle. Step 8. Tie a jam knot in front of the buckle and clip off the excess strap. This example demonstrates that the Terra Toggle Root Ball system allows for a clean and quick installation.
To attach the strap to the Terra Toggle earth anchor, one needs to weave the strap through 3 slots in a series of 4 moves. The moves are indicated by arrows numbered 1 through 4. Starting with slot number 1, you weave the slot through, coming back around through slot number 2, back around into slot number 3, and finish it off by tucking it back into slot number 4, which is also the same slot as slot number 1. Pulling back on the long piece of strap, it tensions the strap and it's ready to be attached to the jet pipe. To attach the strap to the jet pipe, the Terra Toggle is placed over a small stainless steel screw that goes through the side of the jet pipe over the pocket section of the Terra Toggle. The jet pipe is turned on and the Terra Toggle is jetted into the borehole. Once you have reached the desired depth, the water is turned off the jet pipe is turned 90 degrees and withdrawn from the hole. You pull back on the strap to set the Terra Toggle and you're ready to rig the buckles over the 2x4 supports.
To rig the buckle on the Terra Toggle root ball system, one needs to look at the buckle relative to the prongs. Placing the prongs on top and the square section on bottom with the prongs pointing off to the right. In this position, the snub roll is done by folding the strap over on top of itself and placing the loop that is formed through the square section of the buckle up and around the prong. As the loop is brought through the square section for the second time, your index finger is placed through the loop that is formed, placing the loop over the prong and then tensioning the loop up. As this is done, you can see that the strap actually wraps around the prong twice. And this is how a snub roll is done. To complete the connection, a second piece of strap is brought from the other side of the 2x4 that is attached to an additional Terra Toggle anchor. The strap is folded up on top, forming another loop. The loop is placed through the square section of the buckle. Your index finger is placed through the loop and the loop is placed over the prong. The top piece of strap is pulled to tension the buckle, and as you can see, there is a snub side of the buckle and a tension side of the buckle. Both the snub roll and the tension side have the loose piece of strap above the stationary piece of strap, with the prongs on top, indicating that the buckle is rigged properly. Once the buckle is attached, the strap is pulled up in the center section near the buckle to set the anchors. Once the anchors are set, the strap is retensioned. Once the buckle is properly rigged, a ratcheting tool is used to complete the installation. The ratcheting tool has a handle that rotates the mandrel. In addition to the mandrel, it has a gripping foot that grips the lower or stationary portion of the strap. The tension tool is placed under the stationary or bottom portion of the strap on the tension side of the buckle. The tool is operated by ratcheting the handle back and forth to rotate the mandrel. The rotating mandrel draws the tension or top portion of the strap through the buckle. Feeling the resistance against the handle and watching the strap as it indents into the 2x4 support helps determine the proper tension. In addition, the strap should be watched as it is tensioned through the buckle to make sure no damage occurs. Provided the buckle is rigged properly with the prongs pointing to the right, the tension strap will not be damaged as it is drawn through the buckle. As tension increases on the buckle and strap, a strong downward force is applied to the 2x4 support. The downward force holds the root ball firmly in place, thereby keeping the tree from being blown over in high winds. Once proper tension is applied, the tension tool is removed by squeezing the handle to lift the grip foot while the tool is slid sideways out from under the bottom of the strap. The top strap is unwound from the mandrel as the tool is removed. The tension tool has a strap cutter in its end. The cutter is used to trim the strap to length. The loose strap at the snub end of the buckle is trimmed to a 2-inch length as the snub side of the buckle does not move. The strap on the tension end of the buckle is trimmed to a 12-inch length to leave enough strap to allow retensioning if needed. To make sure that the strap does not loosen, a bow similar to the bow tied in a shoe is used to tie a jam knot before the tension side of the buckle. The use of the bow will allow the jam knot to be untied at a later time should the buckle need to be retensioned. This buckle and strap tensioning is repeated for each set of Terra Toggle anchors until the root ball is firmly held in place. To be sure the root ball system is installed correctly, the buckle should be checked and retensioned if needed in 2 to 4 weeks after installation. On the placement of the 2x4s relative to the trunk, the 2x4 is placed 1 to 3 inches away from the trunk depending on the size of the tree and the firmness of the root ball. A tree that grows roughly 1 inch per caliper per year will allow the 2 years worth of growth if the 2x4s are placed 1 inch away from the trunk. With this in mind, we're able to place the 2x4s relatively close to the base of the trunk, thereby engaging some of the strongest structural roots of the root ball. With the root ball system, you're able to totally conceal any of the staking when it's covered up with mulch. So all the 2x4s and strapping are within the planting area and will be totally concealed by mulch. So as the planting is completed, the staking is not even obvious at all.